Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us right here on Monday. And I want to apologise to Chandler. I couldn't spit out your name, but we are going to hear you perform a little bit later on.
Can't spit out the title of Midday either, because you said Monday. It's Tuesday, and this is Midday.
Oh.
Welcome aboard.
I did say Midday.
No, you said
welcome to Monday.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Do a replay.
Yes,
okay.
We're going to go to the booth.
Can we just sort of, give me a bit of a break?
Yeah,
I haven't been well.
I know.
So it's sort of
head full of cold medication and blaming me for being sick, but
too many hot toddies.
Yeah. No, I didn't have it. Actually, you know what? I did feel like one, but I went home yesterday afternoon after the show. We had a meeting, and then at 4 o'clock I had a conference call. I actually went to bed at like 6 o'clock.
Welcome to the party.
To our schedule, yeah.
But I was up at 6 this morning in the station, and I was brighter. Now I'm starting to fade again, which is a bit of a problem.
It's a vicious cycle.
I'm so happy. I'm so sorry about that. I was going to say so happy about that. Hey guys, remember we brought up a few weeks ago about what is it that you sleep in when you go to bed, and it was more about what's nice for your partner and all those type of things. Well, you know I like to develop a story.
We're all alone though.
Yes.
So maybe this one's more pertinent
This one could be more important, I think. Well, a new paper has been published by Dr. Alicia Dweck on the topic of sleeping in your underwear, and it highlights a number of health risks. Firstly, and perhaps most obviously, wearing undies to bed doesn't allow your nether regions to breathe, meaning that sweat and bacteria can easily build up, especially in the warmer summer months. Now, for menopausal women suffering from hot flushes during the night, this can lead to infection, irritation, and for men, it can affect their fertility. Here's the problem. What do you wear?
I wear like either pajama pants, like a fleece type
But do you
thing,
wear underwear
sweats.
underneath?
I do.
Okay, so you could be sterile.
I guess.
So we could have issues. We won't see any younger weathermen coming from you. This is an issue.
I'll talk about the business altogether, but yeah, okay.
This could be a problem.
Well, I mean, you're raising a point. I don't know, it's the bacteria? That's the issue?
Apparently so. They say...
Well, what do you sleep in?
My underwear as well.
Oh.
So I'm obviously infertile. And they've been doing it for many years. You?
I'm too embarrassed by this topic. I just sleep in socks.
Okay. That's very sexy of you. Okay. Well,
So
you're very
I
fertile,
am the cleanest, most fertile one of all of us at the table.
I don't know what to say to that one, to be honest with you.
I think we go to the next topic.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, they're saying, here are some tips to make sure you're A-OK. Only wash on the outside, rinse outside of the skin, blah, blah, blah. Use non-fragranced, simple soap, which I thought actually does make sense, but I like that Dove soap, because it's got that extra moisturizing and all that. And be aware of your skin type. If you have sensitive skin, an allergy, check with your doctor first. So what they're saying is this is ways for you, if you're wearing briefs, they're not going to say that by doing this, you'll become fertile again.
Okay.
They're not saying that, so don't,
So the damage could be done.
Don't get any ideas, ladies.
Let's send him off to the doctor and find out.
Yeah, that's a segment right there.
Well, you never know, my friend.
Never know. It could be good stuff.
That's when I walk.
Well, this is something that I thought was really interesting that you wanted to bring up, and it's, do you believe in love at first sight?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask our opinions first, or do you want to tell us
I
a
want
bit
to
of
know
the
your
story?
opinion. So, I mean, this basically just came out. Kelly Rowland was making some news, just doing media, but then she's talking about, she said her husband knew that he was going to propose to her on their first date. She says on their third date, it popped into her head, I know this is my husband. And they talked about it then on the third date, and that was pretty much that.
On the
so,
third
of course,
date.
we're all single, but I'm wondering, are you thinking this will happen? Do you believe in love at first sight?
Yeah, but I want to say, look, we might be single, but we've all had relationships in the past.
Right.
I hope so, haven't you?
No, but I'm saying, do you think that you're not with the one because you haven't just seen them and you just know?
Well, someone said to me yesterday on this show that I was too demanding. I think it was, I don't know which one it was.
I think that's like everyone. Production, camera, everyone.
No, but I also think there comes a time in someone's life that you're meant to be with someone. And you should never close the door. So, do I believe in love at first sight? Totally.
Yeah,
and
I do.
I swear to God, I could fall in love with someone tomorrow if they are the right person at the right time with the right connection. I do believe in that.
Okay.
Totally believe in it.
So you think you can know if someone is the right person right away?
Oh yeah, I have fallen hard before. Totally smitten and heartbroken that it wasn't reciprocated. Yeah.
Well.
And here we are. I like your theory. It could happen at any moment.
I'm a
agree.
total believer.
I totally believe in love at first sight.
How do you feel?
I
think you're a work in
I
progress.
think we witnessed it once.
Everyone has.
I forgot
It was not reciprocated.
That is true. I forgot about that. You did fall hard.
Oh, stop. You guys need to be nice to me.
You
That's
did.
part of it. Well, it depends on what people's definition of love at first sight. Is it like first glance, as soon as I look at someone, I just know? Or is it like actually I get to hang out with them?
Like you talk to them a little bit of time.
And here's the thing also. There's a physical attraction and then there's a mental attraction.
Yeah.
Okay? And I find the physical is great, you know, but I always say if someone keeps you interested and makes you laugh and makes you do fun things, you can be in love with them your whole life. They don't have to be the most beautiful person in the world. Sometimes if you are attracted just to the physical sense, you are always looking. Remember everyone, looks fade.
Yeah,
looks
that's true.
fade.
True.
You know, it
But
does.
I agree on the first date. I still consider that love at first sight. You fall in love with their personality right away. I think you can be drawn to that.
Totally.
Okay.
You're giving up. You're not saying any more now.
You guys have officially dropped the hammer on me today. So
Okay, well,
we're going to move on to my topic.
We're going to
Okay.
talk about, this is something that I found really interesting when we were talking about
me
it
too.
in our production meeting, sexism within the workplace and specific fields. And we're going to touch on the one that you were saying, more about meteorologists.
Yes.
And
so there's a show on the Weather Channel, airs on Sundays. It's called Weather Geeks, and
Well,
they
no wonder you
discuss.
don't have a girlfriend if you're watching that on Sundays.
Sometimes it's even a little dry for my taste, and I work in this field. But it was basically 3 meteorologists, including our own ABC's Good Morning America, Ginger
Oh,
Z.
Ginger G. Z.
Yeah, so I grew up watching her in Chicago, because that's where she was before she moved to New York to go national. But basically, they all had the same complaint. Don't call me a weather girl. They're all degreed meteorologists. They are all very accomplished in their field. But no one has ever called me weather boy.
Yeah,
You know,
I think that's sexy.
why is it okay to say it to them? They call me weatherman, which is fine, but we're
And that still
all
comes into
meteorologists.
question sometimes.
What are your guys' thoughts on
No,
it?
well, I'm not quite sure. What are you saying they should be called then? You didn't-
Meteorologists, that's what they studied.
We're
They
saying there's a difference between, if you want to use like the slang term for meteorologist, we'll say like, oh, our weatherman.
Our
But we
weather
would
guy.
never say,
Yeah.
you'll say, oh, the weather girl. That's like a child. We wouldn't say
because,
weather boy.
I mean, my class at Northern Illinois University, a very tight group. There wasn't many of us. 13, I think, 9 men and 4 females, and they took the same classes. They did the same work and probably did better than most of the men in the class. I know there were some big brains, but why is it okay for people at home to be like, oh, weather girl?
Well,
I think it's more demeaning than anything.
Well, I guess it's something like most things in society, that it's something that we started off saying and it has stuck with us. I don't really see, and I might be wrong, so please don't, I'm just giving you my thought and view. Is that something that we have traditionally said by, you know, weather gal or weather guy, by calling them a weather girl, is that being sexist? Is it still sexist by the father of the bride, the groom asking the father of the bride for permission to marry his daughter? That's a tradition. It's something that has happened for so long. I don't feel it's a sexist thing. I would feel strange saying whether boy, because it's not in our vocabulary.
What about
But I
weather
think it's
woman,
sexist
then?
tendencies that
Well,
make
I-
it something regular in our
Yes, I
vocabulary
think-
to say
I think-
weather girl. I don't think someone who says that is sexist.
No. There's
But
the difference.
it is a sexist term. The root of it is. That's why it's normal for us to say weather girl, because it is sexist.
What do they say on camera now?
Here's
Meteorologist.
meteorologist Eric Burke. Meteorologist Elise Stolen. We never say, here's our weather girl Elise.
Right, well, who's calling them weather girl? The public.
That's
Public.
true.
Okay.
Yeah, but on air, I mean,
There's my point.
Our formal way
Right.
of doing it, I think, is the
But
right
it doesn't
way.
happen on air. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's we all studied very hard. There's still the people that think we read a teleprompter at home. There's still people that think we just point to stuff and go home at the end of the day. A lot more goes into the field. But basically, the point that they were trying to make is, don't call us weather girl. We're degreed meteorologists. We're accomplished, and we want other girls to feel comfortable studying science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM.
STEM.
So if I called you weather
Boom.
boy, how would you
Case
feel?
closed. Offended.
Oh.
I'm a grown man.
Weather, grown
Again,
man,
that's
Bert.
sometimes what we wonder.
Grown
Says
weatherman Bert.
Says the tough guy in the middle.
Grown weather.
Says the tough
boy.
guy in the middle.
Eric Burke.
Manliest man of them
Please.
all.
I'll go
Bert.
change my Twitter
Could
handle
you
right
please
now.
not
okay?
read the
Stop reading the
teleprompter
let's turn the
when you do the
teleprompter off
weather?
and see if you can still do
Yeah,
weather.
let's see. We're
Turn
gonna
that
do
off and
weather.
let's
Picking
see.
up the magic
You
clicker.
bring up your clicker.
And I'm moving on. All right.